Erik Ten Hag was questioned on why he left Jadon Sancho out of the squad against Arsenal. He said that he did not select Sancho to play because every player has to reach a certain level of training in Manchester United. So, in a nutshell, the manager is indicating that Jadon Sancho has not been putting in the efforts in training. The young man hasn't been really impressive with his performance in training. And it was not long after that, Jadon Sancho replied the manager indirectly on Twitter with a very strong statement by mentioning that people should not mind what they read or hear about him. Sancho said he's been a scapegoat for a very long time, which is not fair, but he will continue to fight for the badge no matter what. So he was basically denying the story for Erik Ten Hag on his training approach. Or let's just say he was basically calling Erik Ten Hag a liar. Yeah. Sanchez said that although he's got a lot of respect for the coaching staff, he is not happy the way that he's been treated. He wants to play football with a smile on his face. Man, this is the last thing that we need right now in Manchester United. Yeah, things like this will make the media start to blow things out of proportion. One of our most expensive player having a fallout with the manager. Man, this is not a good time, honestly. There's never even a good time for something like this going. Anyways, Erik Ten Hag has made his feelings clear, which is something that I've been complaining of since. Yeah, Jadon Sancho has replied, and I don't think this will have a happy ending. Yeah, I think Sancho might have to leave in the next transfer window. Yeah, unless he's ready to mend things up with the manager by putting in the work. Things have to change drastically. Yeah, I'm sure it is better he leaves in the next transfer window. That's the truth. The guy is not strong. Defenders don't fear him. That's a big problem now. If as an attacker you're not a feared opponent in the game, forget it. You're not supposed to be at Manchester United. You have no business there. In his first season, he did not do a lot, which was quite understandable. Because we're just changing managers, and trying to get things right. However, though, we cannot deny the fact that he didn't turn up either. Yeah, he didn't have a good season. The first season. Anyways, Erik Ten Hag took over as manager. Sancho started well, and then we started hearing stories that he was having mental health issues. Anyways, he was given a break to sort himself out. He was given a break to, try to at least stay well, get himself back, and all that. But now he can't come back. We cannot see any improvements in this game. We saw video clips of Jadon Sancho destroying defenders at Dortmund. So what's going to happen? We haven't seen the player that we saw at Dortmund from Jadon Sancho at Manchester United, and I don't think we're ever going to see that. The fact that your manager is questioning your ability in public, it means you're ineffective in the team. That's what it means. And at this moment, nobody will back him up. But yeah, because it's a check on now. How many times will you continue to back a player up over a manager? Yeah. Every time, give him time, give him time, give him time, give him time. You go adapt. You will adapt. Come on, this is Manchester United. Nobody has the time for giving time. Oh. People are fighting to be in this position. Many top players want to play at Manchester United. Amrabat declined so many offers just to play at Manchester United. Yeah, talking about mental health issues and giving them time to be on form. When Mourinho was calling out players and having fallout with them, yeah, I'm talking about the likes of Pogba and Anthony Martial. The club backed all these players up and with a lot of support. Yeah. And what happened? Mourinho was sacked. Was he not sacked? He was sacked. Yeah. Solskjaer came in. He had a completely different approach. He was the kind of coach that would put his arms around players. It was a manager that backed the players up, even though it was very glaring that these guys were playing absolute nonsense. He was everyone's friend. It was always smiling. He was probably very soft with everybody. And how did it end? Sack letter. It didn't end well. Erik Ten Hag has come in, and he has come in with a bit of a mixed approach. Some of the players, he has backed them up. We saw the likes of Marcus Rashford, we saw Luke Shaw and Wan-Bissaka. Sometimes you just have to use the stick rather than the carrot. Yeah. He wasn't having it with Cristiano Ronaldo after that interview. And yeah, I don't blame him. And now with Jadon Sancho, he has given him a chance. And in his own opinion, he's saying this. I'm not seeing a player who is not putting in the work in training. Are we going to back Jadon Sancho or are we going to back the manager? If the manager thinks that he can still work with Jadon Sancho, good for the boy. But if he says otherwise, I don't want you anymore, Then the boy should pack his bag and halele, vamoose, move on, go. He hasn't really done a lot on that Ten Hag. Okay, maybe sometimes, sure, but in the cold light of day, he hasn't really, put in a performance week in, week out, just like what we saw at Dortmund. So, guys, let me know what you think. Do you think the manager was right to call out Jadon Sancho? Let us know what you think. Do you think Jadon Sancho was right to respond? Do you think Jadon Sancho hasn't been good enough? The truth is, we cannot be having a 73 million pounds player like Jadon Sancho, and Pellistri is getting in the squad ahead of him. Yeah, that means there's a big problem. We saw Garnacho on Sunday now. We saw how he displayed against Arsenal. If Sancho was still at the bench, I still would have loved to see Garnacho on the field than Jadon Sancho because of the impact. Nothing else. Impact. Jadon Sancho is not a first team player for Manchester United as it stands now. Anyways, guys, let me know what you think. And just so I add this, Lisandro Martinez is not injured though. Yeah, it was just something like nothing too serious. So, guys, what do you think about Jadon Sancho's situation? If you haven't subscribed, please click on the subscribe button and turn on the bell for notification. And also make sure to like and share this video. Thank you for watching, guys. Once again, do you think Erik Ten Hag was right to call out Jadon Sancho? Do you think Jadon Sancho was right to respond? And do you think Jadon Sancho hasn't really been good enough? What do you think?